and we'll take 4 more. 24 cars in our main event tonight. It'll be 30 laps in distance, and again, pay $5,000 to the winner. $325 to start tonight. So row 1 is Garrett Benson and Paul Nienheiser. Row 2, Aaron Reitzel and Braden Grubel. Row 3, Alex Vandevort alongside Luke Verardi. Row 4, Dustin Selvage and Carson McCarl. And rounding out your field, Chase Richards and Tyler Lee. Kenny Dixon going to take a look at him. They're supposed to be side by side and nose to tail as they get to the white tire. Over in turn number 4, we'll turn them loose here in our 8-lap heat race, and here we go. Paul Nienheiser with a jump, and here comes Aaron Reitzel. He'll fit his car between Nienheiser and the high side of turn 2. Aaron Reitzel, your early leader here in heat race number 1. It's Reitzel, Nienheiser, Benson, Vandevort, and Grubel as we complete lap number 1. Now young Garrett Benson with a move on the low side of turn 2. He'll take over that second spot from Nienheiser. Carson McCarl moving his way into the top 5 in car 27. Aaron Reitzel flying high. A prelim winner earlier this year at the Tuscarora 50 out of Port Royal. Just earlier in September here. Garrett Benson still riding second, the 14-year-old out of Concordia, Missouri. Paul Nienheiser in that third spot, then Alex Vandevort and Carson McCarl. Dustin Selvage rides 6th. Dustin a winner earlier this year at the 34 Raceway. Then Luke Verardi, Tyler Lee, Chase Richards, and Braden Grubel round out your field here as next time by Aaron Reitzel. 2 laps to go. Aaron Reitzel now approaching the lapper of Braden Grubel as he sees the white flag from Kenny Dixon. 1 lap to go. Reitzel able to navigate the lapper. And through turns 3 and 4, Aaron Reitzel will win heat race number 1.
Again, want to thank Travis Pence at Stronghurst Collision Repair for being tonight's title sponsor here at 34 Raceway. 7th annual 360 Fall Haul. This event seems to get bigger every year. Last year we had a great field of cars as well, but it was a 2-night deal when we also had a show on Friday night. We were thrilled to get 38 cars tonight, a 1 night only. $5 grand to win, but I think these drivers are catching wind of all that extra money on the line, and they're ready to go for it right now. Heat race number 2 to take the green. And I don't think your starter, Kenny Dixon, was too impressed with that start. We'll probably see the caution flag come on down the back stretch. Nope, he's going to let it go. Wasn't a very enthusiastic wave to the green, but we'll come around to score lap number 1. With Tucker Daly leading the way. Good battle for second as Cam Martin goes to the inside of Blaine Jamison. Blaine subbing for his dad Ryan here tonight, who suffered burns after winning his heat race in Quincy earlier this year. Dove out of the race car after the cool-down lap and had the lower half of his body on fire. Thank goodness they were able to put it out quickly, and he is here tonight and getting around quite well. But Blaine slips back to the 3rd spot now as Cam Martin goes to 2nd. Miles Paulus running in that 4th position with the 98P. The top 4 have broken away from the field. Back in 5th, it's John Anderson and Cole Meintzer, Dustin Clark, Josh Scheidemann trying to pick his way through the field after drawing a high number here tonight. Right now it's Tucker Daly leading the way. The Midwest Pro Power 360 champion Cameron Martin stalking him right now in 2nd, and he is closing in on your leader as they go through turn 22. Jamison now showing some smoke out of that 51J as Miles Paulus closes in on him for the race for 3rd as we score lap number 6 this time by 2 to go with Tucker Daly on the point. Cole Meinzer gets around to John Anderson to take over the 5th spot. Josh Schneiderman still trying to pick his way through the field as the white flag waves for Tucker Daly. Tucker looking good here in heat race number 2 as he'll lead the distance going through turns 3 and 4. Martin make a run on the top side. Maybe I was giving it to him too quick, but coming across the line to take the win, it'll be Tucker Daly. Second to Cam Martin. Third will go to Blaine Jameson. Fourth is Miles Paulus. Cole Meinzer comes home 5th. And it's Dustin Clark, Josh Schneiderman, John Anderson, Nick Guernsey, and the 25Y of Brett Yeager will be scored.
So we'll restack them here in row 1, the 4M of Mike Mayberry alongside the 40 of Cody Worley. Row 2, the 33 of Alan Zoot, and the 11 of Colton Fisher. In row 3, the 24X of Cade Higday, the 52D of Skylar Daly. Row 4, 81 Tanner Gebhardt, 44 Chris Martin. Your final start of the 14 of Aiden Zoot. Kenny Dixon looking them over, and here we go. Cody Worley getting an early jump there in the 40. Mike Mayberry in that second spot. Here comes Colton Fisher on the high side. Skylar Daly and Chris Martin has jumped from 8th to 4th already as he gets by Daly over there in turn 2. So keep an eye on the 44, 8th to 4th already. But your leader right now, Cody Worley. Mike Mayberry in that second spot. Colton Fisher is 3rd. Chris Martin is 4th, and Skylar Daly still holding on to that 5th spot as Tanner Gebhardt now challenges in the 81. Cade Higday now getting around Alan Zoot for that 7th spot back in the pack. As Skylar Daly and Tanner Gebhardt going at it for 5th. Give it to Gebhardt as he brings Cade Higday in tow here. Cody Worley now about a straightaway lead over Mike Mayberry as there are 5 laps to go. Colton Fisher taking a look at the low side of Mayberry in that battle for the 2nd spot. Colton Fisher now 2nd, Mike Mayberry 3rd, and Chris Martin runs 4th. Andy Houston and company has that 40 sized up for heat race number 3, and Cody Worley putting it on him here as he goes through 3 and 4. He'll come to Kenny Dixon's checkered flag. Cody Worley, your winner here in heat race number 3.
Bill mentioned Chase Porter, a winner down at Jacksonville earlier this year with the Sprint Invaders, while Bill and I were both gallivanting around Europe. And the 6R car, final night to reign as champion, as he was your champion in 2023. He'll turn the crown over to Paul Nienheiser here tonight. Ryan Bunton, he's got some work to do. He's starting inside row number 4. 8 laps the distance. Budweiser, King of Beers, brings you heat race number 4, taking the green. Hickel and McCarl wheel to wheel into turns 1 and 2. Terry will get the bite off the top side. He'll lead the field down the back straightaway. The youngster, Cam Sorrells, young teenage driver, 16 years old, out of Hallsville, Missouri, putting the nose of that 57 in there right away as he challenges Hickel for the 2nd spot. And Ryan Bunton, the 6R, quickly from the 4th row up to 4th in the 6R car. Here's J.J. Hickel, slide job on McCarl for the lead out of turn 4. McCarl would lead lap 1, Hickel will take lap 2, and now Terry will try to return the favor in 1 and 2. He'll slide up, shuts the door on JJ down the backstretch into turn 3. That stops that return slide job, and now Cam Sorrells with the run on the bottom. Good racing at the front of the field here in heat race number 4. Ryan Bunton trying to get up there and make it a 4-car battle for the lead as again, McCarl and Hickel start to put some distance on Sorrells. Chase Porter running the fifth spot. McCain Richards is sixth. Austin Archdale, Riley Scott battling at the back of the field right now. Halfway through this one, we'll put up lap number 5 this time by with the veteran, Terry McCarl leading the way. Hickle in second. Sorrells ran his first sprint car race ever with us down at the Scotland County Speedway in Memphis, Missouri back in June after turning 16 years old, and he's looking good right now in third. T-Mac working that lower line while everybody else seems to be up on the cushion at the front of the field. And this time by, we'll get the white flag, 1 to go for the Hall of Famer, Terry McCarl. Everybody's settled into position right now as we go this 18th final lap coming out turn 4 to pick up the checkered flag. Heat race number 4, it'll be Terry McCarl. Second goes to J.J. Hickle. Cam Sorrells will come home third. Ryan Button, fourth. Fifth goes to Chase Porter. McCain Richardson, sixth. Then will be Riley Scott and Austin Archdale.
Ryan Button going after a Midwest Open Wheel Association Championship this year. Their season culminates next weekend on Friday and Saturday at the Jacksonville Speedway. I believe the Extreme Midgets also on the card down there Friday and Saturday. So a good show down there in Jacksonville to end their season. Kenny Dixon going to turn them loose here. Ryan Button and Terry McCarl. Ryan Button getting the early edge here as Terry McCarl into that second spot. Then it's Daly and the brothers Martin. Ryan Button, your leader. Terry McCarl second. Now Chris Martin up into that third spot. Here comes Aaron Reitzel. Aaron Reitzel ducking and diving. He's up into that fifth spot and looking for more in the 87. 2 laps down, 4 to go for Ryan Button. Reitzel now fourth, taking a look at Chris Martin for that third spot on the low side of turn 2. Give it to Reitzel as they enter turn 3. Cam Martin battles back on the high side. Chris Martin keeping that third spot. Now your leader under pressure from Terry McCarl. 2 laps to go this time by. McCarl on the low side. Ryan Button up high. Your battle for the lead. Now it's McCarl with a good run on the bottom of turn 2. He'll take over that top spot as he heads to the high side of turn 4. Ryan Button battles back. Terry McCarl now guarding the low side of the speedway. Terry McCarl distancing himself from Ryan Button as they come through turns 3 and 4. Terry McCarl going to win your day. Our Junior Vader fans of the night are Evelyn and Everett Crow. So they will get their own trophy as well here. So how about a round of applause for Terry McCarl, your Dash winner tonight. We'll let them get their pictures and then we'll get a quick word. Again, $300 to Terry, a bonus tonight for the Dash win, and money on down through the field. Evelyn and Everett both got a trophy of their own. Well, Terry, we got a great field on hand tonight, and you got to feel good about the effort so far. Good race there with Ryan Button.
Yeah, great race. We just love this racetrack. I wish we could race here more, and such a fun track. You know, if you're fast, you can pass guys. Look how wide it is, high, low, middle, whatever. So you just got to get your car right and got to drive it right, and that's what we like as a team. And got to thank DeBerg Concrete, Kevin DeBerg, for all of our sponsors. All the sponsors, I know a lot of them here tonight that helped out on this event, you know, with the Dash and the lap sponsors and all the sponsors. That means a lot to us teams. Every little bit helps, and you know, we can't thank all of you, but I just want to thank you now on behalf of everybody in the pit area. But thanks for all the sponsors that kicked in, makes this a really fun event. We try to be here every year if we can. So got to thank Justice Brothers and Jeremy Scad Construction for giving me such a great engine, and all of our sponsors on this team, JLT, Octane Inc., and Tailgaters. Hope everybody up in Brandon, South Dakota are watching up at Tailgaters right now.
We already said hi to them, so your experience here is great. I mean, you've been here years and years. What do you project for the track tonight?
My dad actually set the track record here like 1972, 73. We lived in Keosauqua, Iowa. He worked out of Bonaparte for Corey's Machine and Tools. So I've been coming here my whole life, and what a great race. I even tried to buy it off Johnny Johnson one time. He wouldn't sell it to me, but maybe they need to do a little work to it, I hope. Maybe keep it from laying a little rubber or something. But it's always a guessing game in sprint cars in today's world. There's so much horsepower, even in a 360, that it's easy to lay rubber or do something like that. But it's a guessing game for the drivers and the mechanics on how to set the car up and, you know, where it does it. Sometimes it does it on one end, not the other. So hopefully we just put on a good show for you fans. That's all that matters to us. And hopefully I'm talking to you again after the races. I'd like that too.
All right. Terry McCarl, your winner of the dash tonight.
Dustin Selvage, a feature winner with the Sprint Invaders earlier here this year when he was aboard the 99 car of Jimmy Davies. Tonight, J.J. Hickle wheeling that car. He's already qualified for the main event. Dustin Clark, a Sprint Invader regular, to his outside in the 16. Another Sprint Invader regular, Tanner Gebhardt, inside row 2, alongside West Burlington's Josh Schneiderman. A full field for tonight's King of Beers, Budweiser B-Main. 12 laps. Type 4 will advance to the feature. We're going to turn them loose. Three wide, they race for second out of turn 2. And Tanner Gebhardt jumps up to that second spot. There's McCain Richards working the bottom as well, as we're still 3 wide now for third. McCain Richards puts that 31 car up into the top 4 quickly as Dustin Clark slips back off the outside of the front row. He's now 5th, and Tanner Gebhardt has a run on Selvage for the lead. Gebhardt looking at the inside. He'll lead lap number 2 by a nose here at the pylon. Again, instead of the flagman here at 34 Raceway, the start-finish line is that big white pylon in the middle of the straightaway. And Gebhardt had it by a nose last time. We'll see how they go this time. And this time he'll have 3 car lengths on Selvage here on lap number 3. Josh Schneiderman settled into the 3rd spot. Tyler Lee up to 4th. The driver who drew the 50 pill earlier tonight started last in heat race number 1. He is working his way into the show. Right now he is in 4th. McCain Richards is 5th. And it's the 16 of Dustin Clark. Riley Scott putting on a nice drive in that 88 car as he's challenging Clark for the 6th spot. Riley Scott coming through the field in that 88. Riley, the son of Jeff Scott, whose father, Bob Scott, longtime owner of the Quincy Raceway, taking over from his father, Albert Scott. And right now, Riley's showing his chops as a sprint car driver as he is working that bottom line and making his way toward the front. Oh, hang on up front. We've got contact between Tyler Lee and Josh Schneiderman. Drivers racing for the 3rd spot, already locked into the A, and Tyler Lee ends up sideways in turn 1 after he and Schneiderman make contact on the front straightaway. Keep your eye on Luke Verardi. He's a former feature winner with us. And in his first appearance of the season this year, he'd like to get into that top 4. Nice slow pace being set by Tanner Gebhardt as he brings the field back to green. And again, Clark will go to the top side. He'll get a run on McCain Richards as McCain's brother Chase Richards pulls the infield in the 4X at the back of the field. We'll stay green this time and score lap number 7 with your leader, Tanner Gebhardt. Josh Schneiderman to the inside of Dustin Selvage, looking for second as Dustin Clark now on the bubble in 4th. McCain Richards with a nice run off the bottom. He'll regain the 4th spot. Here comes Riley Scott and Luke Verardi. Good race, good developing for that 4th and final transfer. Austin Archdale also would like to throw his hat in the ring for that final transfer spot as he makes his way up to join the group in that 2A car. Leading the way, it's still Tanner Gebhardt as we'll put 9 on the scoreboard this time by. Schneiderman in 2nd, Selvage 3rd, then it's that battle for the 4th. Dustin Clark on the cushion. McCain Richards launches off the bottom. He'll pull out to about 6 car lengths on Clark as Riley Scott tries to close in as well. McCain looking pretty good. Last year, I handed him a $100 bill after the night's action as being the highest finishing sprint invader who did not make the show for Positively Racing, and this time I think he just rather would get into the A main instead, and we've got yellow on the speedway. As we have a car on top of turns 1 and 2, that'll be John Anderson, the 1A car. So our third farm and home of Fort Madison caution of the night. Dustin Selvage in the 6 car, running third. McCain Richards on the bubble in 4th. And he's got some challengers right behind him as we get set to go back to green flag racing here at the Fall Hall. Clark trying to get a run off the cushion, can't find a bite. White flag will come out this time by. 1 to go for your leader, Tanner Gebhardt. Good battle for second as Dustin Selvage rides the cushion. He'll get by Schneiderman for the 2nd spot. Here comes Dustin Clark trying to challenge McCain Richards. Checkered flag's gonna fly. Your final 4 starters will be Gebhardt, Selvage, Schneiderman, and McCain Richards. 5th goes to Dustin Clark, and it's Riley Scott, Luke Verardi, Austin Archdale, Skylar Daly, Aiden Zoot, Alan Zoot, Nick Guernsey, Corey Timmerman, Brett Yeager, and John Anderson.